Chris Sewell here, baseball card collector, investor, dealer, in that order. Welcome, everyone. We are expanding on our celebrity game show series here with the first ever baseball card trivia matchup between Jeremy Donson, a.k.a. the Texas Snowman, and first-time contestant Mike Moynihan. Mike is one of the elite sports card YouTubers out there with channels Baseball Collector, Chasing Cardboard, Bench Clear Media. That one hosts my favorite, the Golden Age of Cardboard. So we have two vintage superstars facing off here, mano a mano, with me as your host. Let's get to the battle.
Good luck, buddy.
Same to you.
You guys ready to roll?
So ready.
Let's go.
All right, there's going to be 9 questions. You guys know the rules, and each question is worth 5 points. Many of the questions will have partial credit, including question number 1. All right, I'll read it. The 1975 Topps baseball set features the rookie card of 4 Hall of Famers. Name them, and obviously anyone watching can play along as well. And we're going to put 30 seconds on the clock. I will start right now, and I'll tell you when the time is up.
Oh, I'm done.
No, don't show it yet.
Yeah, because Jeremy will look, and he'll be like,
I was that kid in school.
don't look over my shoulder, Jeremy.
Oh my gosh, I'm brain farting on the 4th one.
All right, time's up.
Yep.
Pencils down.
Yep. But I didn't get to see his 4th answer first.
All right, so let's put your papers up to the screen. Let me see who we got it. All right, Jim Rice, George Brett, Robin Yount, and Gary.
Oh,
Carter.
duh, Gary Carter, duh.
Yeah.
Man, I just sold one of those. Okay.
That is 5 points for Mike, 3 points for Jeremy. As I mentioned, partial credit
I think it should be 4.
is awarded for most questions. Most questions will have partial credit. I think I didn't tell you this, Jeremy. I think I told Mike, I'm not sure if these questions are going to be really hard, really easy, or whatever, but we'll find out soon enough. Are you ready for number 2?
Ready.
Go.
Number 2 is a pure multiple choice question.
Okay.
From 1961 to 1980, Topps included league leader cards in their base sets. Which player appears on more league leader cards than any other? And your options are Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Mickey Mantle, and Nolan Ryan. There is partial credit for this one. 5 points if you get it right. 2 points if you get the guy who is on the second most cards. 30 seconds on the clock.
So I'm
I
just kind of
shouldn't
like,
take.
huh?
I don't know. Those are 4 really good answers, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it'd be fun to kind of, talk about before we show the answer, like, or after.
Yeah, great idea.
Or after,
That's
like,
an intrigue there.
Yeah, some intrigue of our thoughts. Because
I'm kind of torn.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. Yeah.
I have my answer, but I'm kind of torn on it.
I'm good. Yeah, I got my answer. I'm going with that. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to discuss why you came up with your answers first?
Well, let's show them so we don't change our answers.
Oh, I've grown up. I promise. I'm not going to change mine.
All right. Go.
A.
Came up with A. Willie Mays, and you both get 2 points. The correct.
No, it's B.
It's Hank Aaron, isn't it? It's Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
It was between Mays and Aaron for me.
Me too. Yeah.
You both had the same thought process there.
Yes.
Yeah. So you want to go first or me?
Yeah, I think I should have thought about Aaron's longevity, and Aaron was better longer. Like, he's had a couple of trash years towards the end. It's all relative, right? It's still Willie Mays, but he wasn't a league leader, and Aaron was RBIs, total base. He had things where, I guess total bases weren't really a league leader card, but you get my point. He was always kind of up there. And some of those years they had, the top 3 players for each league in each category. And so, yeah, I should have picked Aaron. Dang it.
Yeah, me too. You think about it, he hit more home runs, had more, etc. But I was just thinking of cards that that I see all the time, and I'm like, I see more Mays. Doesn't mean there is more. It just happens to be the cards I had, I guess.
Yeah.
But my thought process was it's clearly not going to be Nolan Ryan. He was a rookie in '68, right? So, yeah, and then Mantle wasn't on as many as them, so it was definitely between those 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thought process you just went down, had either of us thought of that, we would have been like, well, probably Aaron because he had better stats on a lot of things. So
Aaron has a few into the 70s. He's on a 70s one in 72. Mays is I think done by 66 or maybe 67. By the way, Aaron is on 14. Mays was on 9.
Okay. That's a lot, actually. We should have known that, Jeremy.
Third was actually Roberto Clemente at 8, who was not an option.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, you ready for the next? Ready for question number 3?
Ready.
No.
All right, so this is not a writing one. This is just, well, I guess it is, but this is from the old video. You just have to pick which card is more valuable. You got a 1952 Bowman Roy Campanella and a 1955 Bowman Yogi Berra. Both are PSA 3s. These are the two great catchers of the 50s. Both of these won 3 MVPs in the 1950s. Incredible for a catcher, and very, very similar pop counts down there, as you can see.
Wow.
Which is the more valuable of the two cards?
Do I have time to look at BCP? That's my question.
No, we'll put 30 seconds on the clock for this one.
Dang it. I'm going to be wrong. All right. I got it.
You both ready?
So yeah, before we reveal.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Are you good, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got my answer.
Okay. So before we reveal, Mike, you've seen the trivias we do, right? Chris and I?
Yeah.
So when you were I'm so curious, when you were watching as third person, did it seem like, oh my gosh, how did Chris and Jeremy miss that? Or was it like, oh my gosh, this actually is, hard or whatever? Like what was your thoughts when you were watching versus when you just went through it now? Like what was
I'm more in line with y'all's thinking. So I was like, wow. I was just surprised by some of them. More of it was modern though that y'all did. So I was just kind of watching and hearing the rationale. But when it was vintage stuff, I was like, huh. Which is why on this one, I'm like, dang it, I think I'm wrong. But we'll talk about it after we show our answers. And I think that'll be good.
Are you guys ready to show?
I'll just hold my hands up. You know what I mean? That way I'm not the little guy in school cheating behind the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm not a cheater, I promise.
All right, you guys ready to show?
So ready.
1, 2, 3, reveal.
Bam.
Mike put B and Jeremy put A.
I didn't put A, my bad.
No, fair enough. That's the Campanella. You picked the Campanella, I picked the Berra.
Okay, so Mike picked the Berra, Jeremy picked the Campanella.
All right.
5 points.
I knew I was wrong.
It's all good, man. Chris and I both have experienced the same reaction.
Let me just say, it's really nice being on this side of the, being the host and not having to.
Right. No, but I mean, my thoughts just were, Campanella, it's closer to his rookie number 1. I mean, yeah, Berras go for more than Campies do, but it's closer to his rookie. 55 Bowman versus 52 Bowman. 55 Bowmans just they don't bring the same money that the other Bowmans do, right? It just seems that they don't bring as strong of prices to me as the other Bowmans. So both of those things combined, I figured, it was Campy.
So I have both of those cards, ironically.
In that grade or in a similar grade?
Similar grade. That's kind of the wheelhouse I live in.
Yeah.
But the Campies, it's not surprising that it's more expensive. I think Jeremy's right about it being closer to his rookie. I got Yankee, always think Yankees are more expensive.
Absolutely.
And Barrett's stuff is shockingly pricey.
Yeah.
To me, and I'm like, golly, I don't want to pay that for that. An 8th year card or whatever. But you mentioned the 55 Bowman, and I think it's one of those sets that unless you're deep into vintage, you don't appreciate 55 Bowman. I love it now. But it took me a long time to get there,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, it's a TV screen with the player on it, and you watch it on TV. I just thought it was fantastic.
Yeah. Very relevant for the time.
Just nerd stats, and I know Chris can attest to this, and Mike, I'm sure you can too. You have you graded a lot, Mike? Yes. Mike and I we have never talked, by the way. Mike and I have never talked, never know each other. He lives 45 minutes from me. I know only that Mike is like a hero. That's all I know. And but have you graded a lot?
I have.
A lot. Okay. Yeah. So whatever it is about the stock, the paper stock of 55 Bowmans, that and it's the brown border, which is always a little bit more tough, but the stock was just frail almost on those.
Yeah.
Like it's so hard to get high grade 55s versus 52 Bowmans is much stronger and more durable.
Yeah, 55s are chippy, right? You
Very
have chipping
chippy.
issues, and then you have the corners seem to round worse
Yeah.
than others.
Yeah.
They're frail. Frail's the right word.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready for question number 4?
Now that I'm
rabbit hole. Thank you.
What's the score update, Mr. Sewell?
Score is Jeremy 10, Mike 7.
Dang it. All right. I got to come back now. My early lead is evaporated. All right.
All right, you ready for question number 4? Okay.
So ready.
This is one where you partial credit and you have to write down all the answers. The 1957 Topps baseball set features the rookie card of 6 Hall of Famers. That's a record for a top set, by the way. One of them is Whitey Herzog. Name the other 5. I'm going to put a minute on the clock for this one, although clock's not really relevant.
We'll tell you when we're done. Just give us a minute.
Hey, who's in charge?
It is hard to think of it right on, like on the spot. It's like you gave me. Of course, I know who they are, but it's can you put them down right now? Like
no, I know, of course.
A second.
Yeah.
I got 4 of the 5.
You want that I gave you Whitey Herzog, by the way. That's the hardest one.
I know.
I already got him written down, just in case. It's a trick question.
Yeah, does that
I just kidding.
We get partial credit for that. Why is my brain completely I'm thinking through you can think through the set, Jeremy, and just go, okay,
yep.
This card, this card, this card. And it's probably like one of those I should totally know.
We're going to give a 30-second extension.
Due to excessive talking.
Here. No, because I want to see if you guys can get it.
All right, I got it. Whenever Mike's ready.
You got them all? Dang it.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick myself for this.
I mean, it's possible one of them I put isn't a Hall of Famer, and I thought he was for some odd, random, weird reason, but no, I'm pretty sure these are all.
I'm totally blanking, and I'm embarrassed that I'm blanking on this.
Dude, it's so different when you're on the spot versus looking through a set. It really is. Like, it's different.
And I have the whole 57 Hall of Famer run, so I know I have the card. It's
have the card. Yeah.
Oh gosh, that's okay. I'll give up. I cry, uncle. All right, let's go. I suck.
Time up.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready to
Finally.
deal?
Yeah.
Ready. Yeah.
All right, go for it. All right, we got Frank Robinson, Brooks Robinson, and Jim Bunning is correct. Mazeroski, Brooks, Frank, and Drysdale correct, but Colavito is not. He's not in the Hall of Fame.
That's what I was thinking. Was
so he didn't get Bunning
and Bunning? Yeah, you each missed one. Mazeroski and Bunning. So each got 4 out of each got 4 points.
That's the one I was talking about. I was like, is
Colavito
Rickey? Yeah. I mean, a Hall of Famer, or is it not? Is he not? Yeah. So Bunning, that's right. Yeah.
Maz. See, together we got them all correctly.
Together
we got them correct. Yeah. Yeah. Together we got them correct. That's what I was talking about. Is Colavito a Hall of Famer? I can't remember. If he is, he scraped in. You know what I mean? But okay, that's what I was talking about.
Dang it! The Maz.
You got Bunning. I missed Bunning.
Yeah. But the Maz, I mean, I have that card regular. I have it signed. Like, I should know that's Maz's rookie. But
so there was an associate of mine that said, "Oh man, I've been to Mazeroski's bar. You ever heard of it?" And I'm like, "No, that's cool. He had a bar. A lot of players started a bar because people just would go because it's his bar. But yeah. Apparently he had a bar and he was looking into buying it from him, and said Mazeroski was really cool, and it was just a cool story.
How about that set having 6 Hall of Fame rookies and Colavito, Tony Kubek, and Bobby Richardson as well.
Dude, it's loaded with. I think it's the most star rookies of any set, if I remember.
Count wise, it is for a top set. I think the 48 Bowman might be more.
Oh God, everything's a
48
besides the Bowman 48, or that's like 48,
49 leads.
Everybody's 49. A rookie,
Yeah,
totally. But there's so many rookies in there, and it's weird. The 4th series is the high numbers. That's just
weird. Yeah. All right, you guys ready for number 5?
Yep.
I have a quick reverse psychology trivia question for Chris, if that's all right, Chris.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, let's put him on the spot finally.
No, I like being over here.
On the spot, bro. Can you tell everyone why was the fourth series the high number series, the lesser series, instead of the typical last series of the set?
I don't know. I have no idea actually. Do you know do either of you know the answer?
Oh, I have no idea. I was just seeing if you knew.
No, I don't.
I don't know either. It is a weird quirk, but I
Yeah,
don't know the
It
answer.
is, yeah. So you don't fail, because I mean none of us knew, but it was just a yeah. I don't know why. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 5 is, so the answer to this one is a number. You're gonna come up with a number. There is partial credit on this one if you get it close, but not exactly.
Okay.
From 1952 to 1955, how many Hall of Famers have a rookie card in one of the Bowman sets?
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Now you want to. So your answer is going to be a number. You don't have to come up with the names. Just a number. Like.
All right. I'm kind of tempted to write the names down. So I
Write
don't
the
know.
names down if you want.
So how long do we have on this one?
We'll give you a minute and a half.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. 52 to 55. How many?
It seems unfair because I just did a whole video series on this on my podcast, Chris.
That is true. Are you like very confident in the answer?
No, but I feel like it's tilted towards me, Jeremy. I'm sorry that Chris did that to you.
Well, I secretly want Jeremy to lose, so.
He's still sore about the beatdowns he's received.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to think through each set. So hang on.
I'll actually give you 2 minutes.
There's none in 55.
This is something I literally have never thought of ever.
No, I know.
I noticed you started with 52. That's interesting.
Right.
You put some thought into this one, bro.
I did.
Yeah. This might be a trick question. You getting all tricky, Chris?
Perhaps.
Okay. All right, I have my answer.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right. You hold on, let me. You ready to reveal?
Yep.
Man, that's hard, dude. That is yeah, that's hard.
This is the big leagues, man.
No
Yeah, he didn't just invite anybody on this show. I mean, come on.
All right, you ready?
Oh God, no, I'm not ready. I hope it. Yeah, I just hope it's not way off. All right.
All right, 1, 2, 3, reveal.
I put 1.
1 and 4. 1 is the correct answer.
Oh my God, is it really?
It's Manny Minoso.
Manny Minoso is the only one.
In
I know.
all Bowman's. Wow.
Think of all those missed opportunities for Bowman.
Oh my gosh.
Clemente, Koufax.
So many good ones.
Well, 54, Aaron. You've got Kaline, Killebrew.
Right.
Good grief.
Yeah.
I can't believe I got that right. Honestly, I was thinking, what am I missing? But I'm like, I can't think of any. Minoso's the only one I know of, and that's obviously he's a recent Hall of Famer. So until Minoso, there was none, right?
Until Minoso, there was none. He was a year ago. Yeah.
Crazy. Okay. Hey, I got that one.
That's
All right.
5 points for Mike. Jeremy did get a point for my partial credit. He was 3 off, which was enough for 1 point.
Okay.
What's the score now? Score update.
Yeah, what's the score?
Score update is Mike has 10-16. Jeremy has 10-15. Ooh, close battle. 16-15 as we go into question.
Who has 16?
Mike is winning 16-15.
Get him, Mike. Get him.
All
Dude,
right.
that was such a great question. I mean, I was like, okay, is Larson, you know what I mean? Is he like, I was thinking of these guys like Larson. I was like, is he a Hall of Famer? You know what I mean? Because, anyways, good question, man.
Question number 6 is another, which is more valuable question. This is the only semi-modern question in the trivia.
Okay.
It's the rookie card of the 2 most recent Hall of Fame inductees. You got a Fred McGriff rookie, 1986 Donruss in a PSA 10, and a Scott Rowland rookie, 1995 Bowman's Best base card PSA 10. You can see the pop counts at the bottom. This is McGriff's really only rookie. Roland also has a Bowman, but yeah, the Bowman's best would probably be considered his better of the two rookies.
So I have a question.
Yep.
Is the blue some type of variant that is more than?
No, it's actually
No, yeah, it's the base card. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. I actually don't know why.
I
I
just
know,
call it
like
blue.
when I see blue, I think, okay, there's a red and a blue. Which one's more? That's kind of what I go to when it says.
I think the rookies were blue and the veterans were red. I don't know why they even put it on the card on the holder though. I don't.
Right. Okay.
But all of them from that year, there's several players that have cards. I mean, several Hall of Famers, and they all say blue. So because they were
the rookies, yeah, okay.
All right, I have my answer.
Oh, I gotta put 30 seconds on the clock if you need it.
We probably don't need it.
Yeah, I just need a second to chew on this for a moment.
It's funny, people are probably yelling at the screen going, "You idiot, it's this one," And I'm thinking, you come sit in this chair and see how you do.
The thing is, I've never sold or bought a Scott Rowland PSA 10, and he, when I think of Scott Rowland, honestly, personally, I don't really think I don't think major. I mean, he was good, but I don't think major star, right? So,
yeah,
I'm just trying to think. Okay, which one? I am good.
All right, you ready to reveal?
So ready.
Sadly.
All right, let's see it.
I put Roland.
You both put Roland.
Both put Roland.
Roland in the deep.
Thank you, Adele.
I was just gonna say Roland sounds like a CCR reference a little bit. All right. Wow, those are higher than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you the Roland has gotten a bump because he just got in the Hall of Fame.
Right,
so I don't know when you got the prices on this, Chris, but that doesn't surprise me. The McGriff, I guess he got in the Hall of Fame too this year, but
yeah,
still. Those prices do surprise me a bit. I did. If you asked me how much I thought the Roland would have been, it would not have been 500. I can guarantee you that.
They've both gotten a bump since the Hall of Fame, and the pop count's pretty low. Like for a junk wax era 1986 donruss Fred McGriff, I mean
400.
That's a really low pop count.
Yeah, that's an ultra low pop count for 86.
Yeah.
I was pretty confident it was Roland, even though I'd never bought or sold one. But Mike, you were thinking it was going to be around $500 card?
No, but I mean, I have that card in a 9. And so I always sell 10s, buy 9s, like collect 9s. I don't need a 10 because put a 10 and a 9 next to each other on a 95 Bowman's best, and you're going to be lucky to find the difference. And 86 is different because, it's a chippy border too, it'll chip, and getting that card in a 10 is tough. That's why the pop, I promise you, it's got a high pop count total graded, that McGriff.
A lot of 9s, I bet.
And a lot of 9s, a lot of 8s, but 10s are tougher. But
would Scott Rowland be in your Hall of Fame?
No, McGriff would. I thought McGriff was a Hall of Famer when I watched him.
Love McGriff.
But I did not think it about Roland.
Yeah, that's sort of my take too.
I loved watching McGriff. So I pretty much the same boat, man. I just didn't think it would be quite that much. Here's my thought, just a fun mini rabbit hole on 9s versus 10s that you said. So a 10 is obviously, I mean, a PSA 10 is just a powerhouse, but what happens if in the next 5 years the pop count doubles? Is it still going to be worth 500? That's a good question, right?
For the Roland, well, I don't think PSA is giving out 10s anymore. So,
right, they're definitely stingy, but that's a legitimate question. Like, would Mike get more ROI out of that 9 long term? They might not.
To me, right? I'd rather pay $30 for a 9 than 500 for a 10.
Right. A little bit of a gap there.
So Jeremy, you might not know this, but Mike is like a true collector. Like he's got.
Oh, he doesn't sell. You don't sell.
Or I don't think you sell much, Mike. Is that true? I don't want to speak.
I do not sell much at all, unless it's from a collection.
Yeah, he's got the the thing behind him is called the Beast, and he's just loaded with vintage Hall of Famers, PSA. But he's a true collector. He'd much rather have the Eye Appeal 3 than the off-centered 5.
Love it.
And by the way, the point, if you're a true collector, the point what you just said is so spot on. 30 for a 9, 500 for a 10. I mean,
yeah, you can stretch your money a whole lot more, and like you said, it's arguably the same card. What was the grader in a good mood or not that day, right? Oh, okay. Well, that is so good to know. I love talking to true collectors. I mean, Chris and I are definitely collectors, but we can't say we're just a collector. We sell tons of stuff, so we're not a true soul collector like you. I love talking to collectors like you, man. It's so fun to get there.
You need to come over.
Oh,
you're invited to come over, Jeremy.
I would be absolutely honored to come over, and I accept, man. I'm gonna nerd out looking at all your stuff.
Okay.
So hardcore.
Mike, you might regret that, Mike. Jeremy will come over and just talk cards for like 12 hours.
I will.
Hey, he'll be in the right place.
Chris has to constantly get me out of the rabbit hole.
I'm like, Jeremy, go away. All right,
Chris and I used to talk for hours, just talk, nothing but cards, nothing but cards. How's the wife? Good. Okay, man. So what about that card? Right. So that'd be super.
We'll have a good time.
Oh yeah, we'll have a great time.
All right, you ready for number 7? I really like numbers 7 and 8. I thought they're my most creative questions.
9 questions.
There's 9. So you guys are 6 questions in, 3 left to go. It's still a 1-point lead for Mike. You ready?
I'm kicking myself for putting 4, dude. I was thinking it might be 2. I did not think I would have not put 1. I can tell you that right now. I was thinking maybe 2. I'll just put 1.
In the 1970s, only one top set does not feature the rookie card of a single Hall of Famer. Which year is it?
Got it.
You both got it already?
I got it, yeah. Whenever he's ready.
We have it already.
I have it.
Oh, come on. You both have it. All right. I'm going to have to set the top watch then.
Yeah.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, reveal. Was that an easy question? 1970 is correct.
I honestly, I don't think it's an easy question, but I know the Hall of Fame rookies in each year.
Yeah.
And Munson is not a Hall of Famer. So it's 70. Yeah.
How did you know that so quick, Mike?
I know, just like Jeremy said, I can see I went really quick, year by year. Yep, there's at least one, and I could think of someone, and I knew immediately. All right, it's 1970.
Okay. The most common, I asked that to a bunch of people. The most common.
Wait. Let me guess. The most common answer you got. Can I guess?
Yeah.
72.
72.
No, 72. 72 is the second most common I get. 71 is the most common I get.
71.
Fly 11 and 71.
And Ted
Simmons and.
But those are both slightly obscure Hall of Famers, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, if I was gonna think, I'd be like, well, is Fisk a Hall of Famer? Which I mean, he is, right? But is Eckersley a Hall of Famer? That would have been my guess of what would have been a common.
Oh,
right?
70. Yeah.
What would you said? Would be like a number 2 answer.
Mike, asking Mike.
I would have said 72, but But Fisk, I mean, Fisk is the obvious. That's instantly you go there. Okay, good. 73 has Gossage. 74 is Winfield. 75 is the ones we already talked about. 76 is Eckersley. 77 is
77 is a slightly tricky one.
Dawson, Andre Dawson.
Yeah.
78 has Murray. 79 has Ozzie Smith. So I mean, if you just think of one guy, there you go.
It's out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No,
see, Chris, that was a creative question, Chris. We don't take our expedient answers as not being a hard question.
How long it took me to come up with that question?
You're dealing with two very smart guys. What are you going to do? Come on.
This one's actually, and so for number 8, you have to write 3 answers.
Okay.
And there is partial credit. According to Beckett Monthly Magazine, only considering the Topps and Bowman sets, what is the most valuable baseball card from the 1950s, the 1960s, and the 1970s? So you got to come up with one for each.
Oh, the most valuable card in each decade?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll put 60 seconds on the clock, I guess. Something like that. How does that sound?
Tops and Bowmans. Okay.
So you can just put the year and
in what grade? Like just raw?
So according, good question. So according to Beckett,
high book.
According to Beckett, high book, it's like near mint condition raw, near mint raw.
Gotcha. Okay.
This is actually not easy at all.
Dude, Jeremy, this is taking some brain power now. This is a good question.
Yeah.
The 70s is what's killing me.
Yeah, the 70s is hard.
Golly. Are they here? Can you give us can we phone a friend and ask, are they all Hall of Famers? Are all 3 cards of Hall of Famers?
No.
No, they're not. Okay.
All right. I think I'm good.
I can't believe I'm answering this, but this. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. You both ready?
Yeah.
All right. Reveal. 1, 2, 3, reveal. We got Mantle, Rose, and Schmidt. We got Mantle, Ryan, and Munson. The correct answers are Mantle, Rose, and Schmidt.
Oh, dang it.
Now, quick question. I put 52 Tops Mantle. He put 51 Bowman. Are both acceptable?
Oh, I didn't see that. I saw the Mantle.
That's true. I did put 51 Bowman. I was thinking rookie, but you're right. I missed them all.
Mantle.
Well, I put 51 Bowman Mantle, which I was thinking rookies, and that's not right.
Right.
I put the Ryan rookie in the 60s, but totally makes sense on the Rose, which is like the dumbest card. The dumbest, most expensive card you ever see is the Rose.
Floating heads.
Yes. And then I put the Munson. I just put the Munson because it's such a hard to grade card, and highly desirable. That 71 is such a great card,
That makes total sense, because when you think of Beckett high grade, high value, high Beckett, it may be inflated quite a lot. That's a good point. Yeah, that's an excellent point.
So if you want the numbers, the Rose books at $4,000. The Ryan books at 2,500. The Schmidt books at 600.
So quick.
What about the Munson?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. What about the Munson?
What's the Munson?
200.
So the two it was between for me was, if you don't mind looking real quick, Chris, was the 63 Rose, and believe it or not, the 60 Mantle. I was curious, how much is the 60 Mantle book for? So what's that 60 Mantle book for?
1,500.
Okay, yeah, and the Rose was 4. Okay, that's quite a bit less. Yeah, I didn't think it was that, but I was like, I mean, that's going to be one of the bigger ones. I would say would be obviously the Nolan Ryan, but also that 60 Mantle. The white letter mantle. Does the white letter mantle book for more than the 60?
You know what? I didn't actually consider the white letter mantle.
Okay, that was another one kind of rattling around in my brain, was the white letter, but I didn't think it'd book more than a Rose rookie.
I don't think so.
No.
Oh wow, $4,000 tied with the Rose.
Is it? That's okay. I was thinking between those 3, 60, 69 white, and the Rose, but I figured it's got to be the Rose. So you weren't even factoring the white.
I didn't think of it.
Okay.
That would have been interesting if I would have answered that, and we would have.
Yeah. I think you should have got a point if you answered 69 white letter.
Yeah.
I do have that white letter mantle, actually.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's a tough.
And I'm so pissed that I put freaking Bowman. And of course, I knew it was the Tops, but I didn't write it down, so it doesn't count. So, all right, what's the score going in the last question? I got.
Let's come down to the last question. Ready? Let me add it up. 5, 10, 20. Mike has 26 out of a possible 40. Jeremy has 30 out of a possible 40. And the last question is worth 5. So it's 26 to 30 going into.
Okay. All right.
You always go down to the last question, man. Every time.
Dude, that's what we do.
You're saying there's a chance. All right.
Oh, love it. Famous quote from what movie, Chris?
Dumb and Dumber, obviously.
Oh.
All right. It's the last question is which is more valuable?
Which might be the name of this show, Dumb and Dumber. Maybe that should be the name.
I'm actually so it's funny to me that like the ones that I thought were easy, you guys struggled with. The ones I thought were hard, you guys like nailed, no problem.
Like the 70s.
I thought the 70 was like a really tough one.
Yeah.
Or it would take a while to think through.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you didn't ever think of it,
yeah,
I think it would take a while to go through.
All right.
You're ready for the
question.
last one? Last one's a which is more valuable question.
I'm ready.
And
ready.
2 Jackie Robinsons.
Oh
Both of
gosh.
his rookies, you got he's 48 Leaf in a PSA 1. Now, obviously, that card has a big variance in a 1, but I went with the average of all recent PSA 1 sales. Or his 49 Bowman in a PSA 4. And you can see the pop counts at the bottom, which is the more valuable. Jackie Robinson rookie. I'm calling the 49 Bowman a rookie. We can discuss that afterwards if you want.
Ready. I'm good.
I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
This is it. Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. And 1, 2, 3, reveal.
B.
Both put B. And that's correct.
So I would say the 48 Leaf is approximately $5,000. I would say the 49 Bowman and a 4 is approximately 6,500, 7.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, that one was tailored towards Jeremy, apparently.
No doubt. And it's 49 Leaf, not 48
Right.
Leaf.
Oh, you're with me on that? I totally agree.
Well, there's no question that the cards were issued in 1949. The fact that some of them have 48 copyrights is a testament to them getting ready to release the set. And
agreed. I just have always said 48.
Well, I don't know why does PSA, because Beckett, it's 49 in Beckett,
right.
and it's always been 49 until PSA came along and said it was 48.
Well, SGC will say 48, 49 Leaf.
Yes,
which is more reason.
Yeah. And then others will say 48, and then others will say 49. I've just always called it 48 Leaf, and I don't even think about it. But no, you're right. Yeah, it's like the copyright, quote unquote, is 48, but it's really 49. Yeah.
Actually, I remember when I ran into you, Mike, at the Chantilly, you were buying the Mutual from that set. And we actually talked about it really briefly. And so I'm glad to hear you say it's actually 49, and PSA has screwed that one up.
Yep, they have.
That's the first mistake PSA's ever made, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mike puts his head down in shame. Like, no, dude.
No, not the first mistake.
Yeah.
Not the first. Man, that was close. Jeremy, you beat me. That's awesome.
Dude, you did fantastic, man. I am very impressed with your knowledge, dude. Great job.
That 8th question did me in. I didn't even get any partial credit. I did so terrible.
Yeah. 30. The final score is 35 to 31 out of a possible 45 points.
Well done. Well done.
Same to you.
Heck yeah, man. Do you want to do a fun, random, think of it Star Wars question just for fun?
Man, I'm trying to think of a great Star Wars.
Who is the only character to have a speaking line in the nine movies?
In all 9 movies?
All 9 movies?
An English speaking line. I believe there's only one in the nine trilogy.
Let's write our answers down. Let's write our
all right.
Because I've got a couple.
I'm not 100% sure that's correct though. So I want to. I'm pretty sure there's only one.
I have my answer.
Let me make sure that I got the question. Okay, who's the only person that had an English speaking line in all 9?
Who's the only character to have an English speaking line in all the 9 main movies? Do you know it, Mike? I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess.
Same here. I feel like I
have 2 answers.
But exactly right. I feel like I know it, but I'm like, did he say anything in that one? Let me think about my second answer for a second. I think it'd be fun to have a backup answer for us. Like which one would it be if it wasn't him? Hang on.
I hope I could spell. Now I got it. I got my E's and O's mixed up. All right.
You ready for the reveal? I mean, we don't have to reveal. You can just say it when you're ready.
I think, yeah. So I said Yoda.
I said Palpatine.
Yoda's not in episode 4. Palpatine's also not in episode 4.
And then I said C-3PO is my second answer.
That was the answer. C-3PO.
Okay. See, that's what I was thinking. I couldn't remember if Yoda had a line.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember which number it was, to be honest with you. But I was like, did he have a line in that one?
Oh, he's also not in 9, I guess.
Yeah. Sure.
Palpatine's in 4. Doesn't he talk to Vader at some point?
He does in 5. No, he doesn't in 4. He does not.
Interesting.
So C-3PO was in every single one of them.
C-3PO. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, yeah, secondary answer that I think makes this a tie.
I'm fine with that.
I knew it was coming, Mike. I knew it was coming. All right, so what was the final score out of how many again?
It was 35-31. If you want to count the Star Wars, then we would say that was a 4-point partial credit, and it was a 35-35 out of 50. So you guys can choose which way to go.
Oh my gosh!
Jeremy is the winner today, obviously. Come on.
And it was out of possible 40 points.
45. 35-31 out of 45. Mike actually got 0 on 2 questions. So if it wasn't for those 2 questions, he basically got everything. Jeremy got 5 5s, and Mike got 5 5s as well. Like,
yeah, the one that I did just the worst on was how many rookies, and I have that thought has never even crossed my mind. How many Hall of Fame rookies are in Bowman's from 52 to 55?
Yeah,
I dropped that one pretty hardcore.
Yeah,
that was easily my favorite question too.
The Bowman.
Just to think through that.
I can confidently say I would not have put 1. I was considering 2, 3, or 4. I was like, God, I can't even. Now if you ask tops, that's totally different ballgame. Like, okay, yeah, we're good on that.
Yeah, it's a big number, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's way bigger than 1.
When's the rematch? I want a rematch.
For a rematch. All right.
We can schedule a rematch at some point. So yeah, all right. So we'll call that a day. Thank you, both of you, of course. For those who don't know, Mike has an amazing YouTube channel. One of my favorites, Bench Clear Media. I'll include a link to that in the description below. Jeremy he needs a haircut. So yeah.
I always. Oh, go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
No, but thank you both of you for playing. That was super fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. And if you want to do a rematch at some point, we certainly can.
I'm down anytime. That's cool, man. Happy to
absolutely. And Jeremy, I'll have you over, man. I'll get your number from Chris, and we'll get in touch and have you over.
Perfect, man. Looking forward to it.
All right.
All right.
Peace out.